So the NDC is officially outdooring Nana Opoku-Agyeman as running mate today. So the story here is on citinewsroom.com. As part of preparations ahead of the 2024 December polls, the NDC is set to officially outdoor the party's running mate, Prof. Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman, as his running mate. The event, earmarked for Wednesday, April 24, 2024, will take place at the Kofi Ohene Konedu Auditorium at the University of Professional Studies, that's a UPSA. Now, in a statement issued by the party's communication officer, Sami Jemfi, noted that the ceremony aims to showcase NDC's commitment to inclusivity and progressive leadership ahead of the coming elections. So, let me come back to you. So it's happening. What time?
It's happening. I'm ready to go. Fired up and ready to go.
Okay.
This is one of the best days of my life.
Really?
This is one of the best days of my life as a woman, as a mother, and also as a young politician in Ghana, a woman politician in Ghana. I'm stoked, I'm psyched, it's like the best. I can't wait to go and see Prof. Nana Jane being inaugurated. It is the best thing that has ever happened to Ghana. I just came from a conference in Kigali, which is like Sirleaf Johnson, the former president of Liberia. She has a group that brings all African women leaders together. And I just came back on Monday. You're
involved in that. Right?
I'm very much involved. Yeah. I came back yesterday. And the talk of it is that the future of Africa, it's women and it's young. So President Mahama, being the visionary leader that he is, to pick a woman, a competent woman, I mean beautiful, intellect, her intellect is bigger than this room. The intellectual power that this woman has, the credentials that this woman is bringing. This woman whose 4 children are all like PhDs, some of them has like 3 and 4 PhDs. This is the woman that we talk about when we talk about girl power. This is the woman that we want when we talk about womanhood. This is the woman that we want when we talk about sisterhood. President Mahama, I think, is a woman in a man's clothing. He's a he for she. He's a he for she. He thinks like a woman. He has empathy. He has sympathy. He's humble. He thinks far. He brings people in. And for most importantly, he is not a liar.
But why are you jabbing us men? What have we done wrong to you?
I'm saying that he's a he for she.
Can he not be a man and just be empathetic towards women?
That is what we call the he for she. Hey, a man who is sympathetic to women's issues. A man who is empathetic to women's issues. That is a he for she. So for us Ghanaian women, this is the best thing that ever happened. Okay. The current Ghana parliament is only 13% of women. Yeah. When you go to places like Kigali, it's 50-50. You understand? Yeah. So we need the women power to come and help with the policies and run this country. You cannot leave the women out of policy making. You cannot leave the women out of decision making. This is the man we need to come and champion women's causes. So on every index of what President Mahama is doing with Prof. Nana Jane, I salute him. I like it. I'm excited. She has broken the glass ceiling. She will be the next vice president of Ghana, break the glass ceiling for all of us, all these young girls who are coming up in the Zongos, in my deprived communities. We are looking up to her. We want her to know that we got her back. We all want to go with her. We'll push her. She will also open the way and show us the way. This is our Moses of Ghana. We are looking for her. We love her. We want her to do well. Everything we have to do to support her, we will to support her to achieve what she wants to achieve.
Not to throw a spanner in your works. Why not your Joshua? Why your Moses? Because Moses didn't reach the promised land.
Oh, but at least you open the waters for us. Okay. You open the waters for us women. So we are looking forward to it. And I really want to commend President Mahama for picking this woman and showing us women that a woman can also do it. A woman can do it. It's time for women. This is the year of the woman. She has done fantastic. So today I'll be front and center, all dressed up in white. I will lift up my hands the highest. I will jump the highest, and I'll do whatever it takes. I'm so excited. This is the day that the Lord has given. Let us be glad and rejoice in it.
Okay, right. Your thoughts on this happening, and I want you to juxtapose it to the conversations that have been coming in the papers about Bawumia, Dr. Bawumia's potential running mate?
For me and my party and government, we are more excited than the NDC over the reintroduction, re-adoring, whatever name it is, because we are so excited, because it's the same trio, it's the same pair, it's the same partners, it's the same tried, tested, failed, visionless, and rejected pair. The same tried, tested, failed, visionless, and what? Rejected pair. It's the same. So what is new? What's the excitement? We are talking about a lady who was picked last 4 years. She was the same running mate. She's not a new person. I'm even surprised they adored her and they are still adoring her. That is the first
thing. No, but when you're saying that, you're saying that you're saying as though Bawumia was not Nanado's running mate in 2012.
No, what we are saying is that we are talking about a president selecting a running mate, the same running mate, the running mate who was a former educational minister under her watch as a woman, as a mother. You see, let's not just clamp everything together. We are talking about a highly learned woman who was not compassionate to the extent.
Oh, really?
No, to a extent that it was under her watch that students were sacked from the classrooms for their inability to pay exam fee. It took His Excellency Nanado, a man, to absorb those bills. And now students, whether you are poor, whether you are rich, whether you are average, you can sit in the classroom and write your exam. So it's not about gender issue. It's about who is proactive. It's about who is innovative. It's about who is compassionate. It's about who is a unifier. It's not just about gender. NDC, they've been in power before. So if they really appreciate women this much, they should have this time round, from running mate, Prof. Nana, they should have made the actual, instead of the running mate, they should have made the presidential candidate to make a clear statement.
But you don't even
you
have,
don't even have
you've never had a lady.
What we are saying is that.
Have you ever had a lady?
We don't need to have a lady. We don't need to have a lady.
So why are you advocating for them to have an actual substantial?
No, what I'm saying is that you are not getting my point. The context of what I'm saying is that it's not about gender. It's about who will deliver.
Competence.
It's about, not even that. It goes beyond competence. If you are competent, you can do the job. But I mean, if you can deliver and you are not ready to deliver, it's another conversation.
Right,
because you've been given the opportunity before. You have been given the opportunity before.
Yes.
It's not as if His Excellency Bawumia has been a president before. He is now pleading with Ghanaians to give him the opportunity. But you have been the commander-in-chief. You have been the president, fully in charge. And you set Ghanaian poor students from the classroom for their inability to pay fees. If you don't have anyone to guarantee, a public or civil servant to guarantee for you, you can't even get students' loan. It has taken the NPP government to abolish all these to make things better for our children out there. And you say someone that we know her record, we know her. What are some of her achievements when she was a running mate or yes, when she was even the educational minister? You see, so please, let's get the context. It's not about gender. I'm a woman. When I came, you know, I mean, my initial submission, I told you how happy I am for I'm
women.
here. I'm here because I have both women and men helping me, pushing me up. And I applauded. Yes, all those out there.
Yes, you did.
But you see, it's not just putting someone there, whether it is a woman or a man. For me, it's not about being a woman or a man. For me, it's about the person's ability to deliver. Apart from being competent, you should deliver.
But what Grace was saying was that here's a woman who can and will deliver
she
as
has
per
already
what they're
delivered.
seeing.
So what's the
she
reference?
has already delivered.
What's the reference?
This is a woman who has been the head of the Cape Coast
Let her finish. I'll come back to you.
It's not about credentials of your academic or what achievement. Do you get me? For instance, if you give my academic credentials,
I'm not giving
I have done a lot of work.
No, but it's achievement.
I'm giving
achievement. We are talking about politics. We are not talking about if I have been a teacher before, and my students always get 1 or A in my subject throughout my teaching life, and then I come into the space of politics, and I fail woefully. You don't go back and bring my performance as a teacher and say, based on that, then what are you talking about? We are talking about two different things. You were given a full ministry to head, Ministry of Education. We didn't even have chalk. Students were sacked from writing exams. They couldn't even pay their utility bills. It has taken this government to do all that. Okay. Even under her watch, it was under her watch. They introduced the e-blocks. Is that not so? The e-blocks were supposed to be day schools. Is that not so? Yeah. Day schools that were miles away in the bush, with no library, with no canteen, with nothing. It has taken the MPP government to complete 31 of them with additional facilities and converted most of them into boarding houses where people can travel far and near and then can use the facility. So we are talking about leadership that is proactive, that delivers, that is compassionate about their citizens. Try to solve pertinent issues. Try to alleviate their suffering. So we are talking about a former president and then a former running mate we all know in Ghana. It's not a new pair. It is the same pair, and I want to repeat that it is the same tried, tested, failed, visionless, and rejected pair.
Some may say that in the same way that Nana Dankwa in 2012 stood with Dr. Bawumia and were rejected roundly.
Nana Addo was not a president.
Some people would have said...
No, Nana Addo was not. He never became president.
So you're saying that it's a difference.
It's a different. You can't even compare apples to mangoes. Okay. We are talking about former President Mahama being a sitting president before.
All right.
And then you see, so the comparison now is going to be between now the failed and failed, tested, and visionless old pair against a new face that is coming to introduce a flat, friendly tax that is going to abolish all the taxes Ghanaians are complaining about, because he will become the commander-in-chief and will be in control against an old failed, let me just land, it will make sense, against the visionless Nkukobwan Ketenkete and Okada. So you see, Ghanaians are going to decipher between the two. We are talking about the same old face pair, and all we hear is Nkukobwan Ketenkete.
Okay.
You see, but we are talking about His Excellency Bawumia, the visionary, competent, compassionate unifier, the man who is changing Ghana, the man who is even as a vice president.
I find it interesting. That you're presenting Dr. Bawumia to Ghana as a new person.
He's never been president.
As though, he hasn't ever been president, but he's been front and center of politics and governance in Ghana. No, it's true. I agree with you. But Ghanaians have seen him.
Yes.
So it's not as if he's being outdoored as a new person to Ghana.
But
you give the impression as though he's fresh.
Let me clear that. There is a big sense in what you are saying. Huge one. And you need a hug after this show for that. You know why? You see, former President Mahama, right from assemblyman, Ghanaians have known him to be a politician. Okay. And he's risen to the highest epic, the highest point of our political ladder. He is in charge.
Okay.
You see, His Excellency Bawumia, he has been a servant to a sitting president. He is new. He's never been tested as a president before. He's never gotten the power as a president before. Okay? But even under his stewardship as a servant, he's been able to change the narrative of our system, whereby you can sit here right after this show, right here in your studio. You can buy your electricity power here.
Yes.
You know you can renew.
I've done it before, so I know.
You can renew your health insurance here. You don't have to go and queue all day.
That's true.
You can even transfer money to whoever your sweetheart is beside me from the studio. You
So
don't need to go.
you are doing shisha home.
Yeah,
No,
I know,
you
right?
no. We are communicating to our viewers. I need to relate with my viewers.
Okay.
You see, you don't need to go and queue. You don't need to go and queue in the banks.
Okay.
When you have a tight schedule.
Okay.
You see, that is His Excellency
when you
Bawumia
have-
for you.
when
Do
you have
that.
an
Sweetheart,
app
even you.
developer-
No, sweetheart,
when you have
even
No,
app
she's crediting Bawumia for all of
For
this.
all the apps.
Yes, no, so you say I'll give you a chance.
Who
I'll
put
give
the
you a chance.
cable on the ground for
No,
the
I'll give you a
apps to
chance.
be
I'll give
If
you
you
a
dig a hole and we come and put the cable, don't even try to attribute yourself to it. So even my sweetheart, you know, she's been applying all these digital platforms. You see, but because of political experience, you know, that's what we know. She will never accept it. But the fact is the fact.